Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another review. In this one, I'm going to be taking a look at another Oxford Diecast Scania aerial rescue pump fire engine, and this one is from Mid and West Wales. So, with that being said, I'm going to jump right on into it. So, this is another one of the Scania aerial rescue pump fire engines that I have in my collection. I think I have about 6 or 7 possibly, because I did one from Atlas Editions in the last video. But this is another pretty nice one. It's nice to have another fire engine from a different fire service. I really like the checkered pattern colors going up and down the locker and across the cab, which is pretty cool. I really like how there's some lights on the top part where it says Mid and West Wales, which is pretty cool. Or at least those look like lights. A small blue one and then another one right there, which is pretty nice. And you can also see the legs that extend out on it. There's one by the back locker and the back wheel, and then another one right by the cab near the big locker, which is pretty cool. Another thing about it too, you can also see it's like the other ones. It's got a ladder right here, and then you got like a camera or a light right here, which is pretty cool. So those are there, which is pretty nice. Really like those two. Bits of detail. I like that it says aerial rescue pump written right where it's at, which is pretty cool. You can also see the black part right here, where you probably get the water pressure to go through, and then it comes out back here at the where the gun is, at the very back on the basket, as you can see. And then taking a look, we're going to look at the front of the cab now. I'm going to show you close-up of it, although this might come out blurry. It's like you've got 999 written and then 112 where that phone is, which is pretty cool. If you guys want me to make a post, I can. Just drop that in the comment section. It says Swansea West. Was that Swansea? I don't know. It's pretty nice. And then you got the badge, crest, coat of arms symbol thing right there on the door, which is pretty cool. Really like that. Zoom out briefly for just a second. I'm going to turn it around to the front of the fire engine now and going to zoom in. Well, the first thing I want to point out too is I really like the mirrors on both sides. That's pretty nice. I really like that detail to it. I also like the clear light bar and how it has fire written in the middle, which is pretty nice. And then also right above the window, the front window, looks like you got 2 lights right there on top. These things right here, one here, and then one on the other side, which is pretty cool. The unusual thing about this one is it's got, you can't even really see Scania written, but there it is. That's an up close of it, so it's pretty nice. And you see P310 also in the bottom on the front part of the grill, or part of the appliance. It's pretty nice. Also got a license, looks like a license plate, CN57BWE. Pretty nice. Let's zoom out now. Turning it around, there is some writing on the door on the passenger side. So I'm going to zoom in on that real quick. And again, this is probably going to be blurry, but I can always make a post if you want. Just drop that in the comment section. Got the badge or the crest, same symbol on the door. Zoom out now. And taking a look around here towards the back, as you can see, it looks like down below there's some extra ladders right here, like right up here, which is pretty cool. And then right above, you've got the ladders that go to the basket section right up here. I'm going to take a look from above. So you got all of this, which is cool. You can see it's like the arm or the boom that makes it go up. which is pretty cool. And you can see the basket right here, which is pretty cool. I really like the look of that. So it's nice. You can also see the water gun too right above, right here, which is pretty nice. That's cool. Really like the look of that. Got pretty much the same detailing on this side as it did the other side. You see the legs, checkered pattern colors, but also too written right above the lockers. I'm going to zoom in. You can see this writing right here. CANOLBARTHAGORIL, or no, there's no I in there, I'm sorry. LLEWIN. CYMRU. It kind of makes me think of what it says on my South Wales fire engines. So that's pretty cool. A little bit of, got some different writing on this side. That's nice. Zoom out now. I'm going to turn it around to the back. I'm going to zoom in on it again. So you can see a clear shot at the back. You got the water gun right there, or this thing right here where they shoot the water out onto the fire. Right down here, it's probably where they hook up the pump area. And then you got the this area too where you open up the top part, you can get into, and it's more closer to the basket, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty nice. There is some small writing on it. Caution rear steer, pretty cool. And then I really like how it has the three lights at the bottom and the corners, or the bottom two corners, I should say. That's pretty nice. I really like the look of that. That's pretty cool. So that'll be it for looking at the back section of it. And after turning it around, I'm going to turn it because the light is shining onto the tape. I really like that it says aerial rescue pump written right above. That way you know what it is. It's pretty cool. I really like that detail on it. It's pretty nice. It tells you what it is. So that's another nice detail that I like. And now, with that being said, I'm going to give my overall view thoughts. So this one is a pretty nice model. I'm not too sure how long ago this model was being made. You'd have to check Oxford's website just to see what the status availability of it is. But this is a pretty nice one. So if you like collecting Oxford's 1/76 scale fire engines like this, then I highly recommend getting them for your collection, as they're pretty nice. Really detailed, and they look exactly like the thing in real life. So if you get stuff like this for your collection, you're definitely going to like it, as it will go great with all the others that you have. And they definitely have done a great job with their models. That's what I love about Oxford's range of fire engines. They always make them look like this, and they look exactly like the real thing, and especially with all the details. So I would give this model a 10 just because of how nice it looks and how it looks similar to the thing in real life. So definitely, if you find this anywhere, get it for your collection, as it is definitely a great model. So anyway, that'll be it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and please be sure you stay tuned.